Okay, now I'm thinking I want to make some flowers. I was just going to draw it, but since I told you I wanted to use these stencils, I'm going to use the stencils. And I'm going to take this big flower and I'm going to draw it onto this paper. And then I'm going to cut it out and I'm going to paste it with my Mod Podge onto this design somewhere. I'm probably going to put a few of them, 3 of them. So if you have a stencil you like and you want to do this after I'm done, just grab whatever you have. I really don't want you buying new stuff just because you've seen this tutorial. I'm sharing this because I love to create, and I want to hopefully inspire somebody. So now here's the, and I'm going to cut and paste 3 of them on, and well, I don't want you watching me cut. Okay, now I've cut out my flowers and I've put them where I wanted, and I used this paper that I showed you earlier that I got. And then I was thinking that if you don't want to buy this paper, or if you have, you could scan it and then get a lightweight printed paper and just print it on there. Or you could just scan a regular newspaper, which I've done before with the lightest weight white paper you could buy, and just print it out and just use a regular newspaper printed on paper, and it comes out really nice too. So you don't have to spend a lot of money to do a project. I just like this paper, so I decided to buy it. Now I'm just going to take my craft on. I was thinking Mod Podge, but I changed my mind. And I'm going to glue it on here, and I'm going to just have you watch me glue a bit. Since I placed it all where I wanted, and if it's not perfect, it's fine, because I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Maybe I'll just Mod Podge over it and start over again. You just don't know. Go ask Daddy. Mommy's filming. I'm filming. Yeah. Sorry about that. My 4-year-old just came in requesting things. You want to make sure it's on really well, glued down well, the whole thing, no pop-ups, because then you're going to have to redo it. And I'm just putting it right over all that work I just did, because layers is, it just, as you keep going, it just makes it look so much better. And then after you get all this glued, you can go around it with a pen. I've painted for many years. I have a blog called Laurie's Creations, and it has all my paintings on there. And so sometimes I feel like doing scrap pages, sometimes I feel like doing cards, and sometimes I just want to paint. So I can do a few videos, and sometimes I just want to sew. So I can't keep myself happy with just one thing, because there's just so many options. I'm just putting glue, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Looks like I'm messing this one up. So I'll just have to reposition it. And this is very thin paper, and this dries really fast. So there's not much time to work with it. You can see that as I'm adding the glue and stuff, the glimmer mist is getting wet and starting to smudge, but that's okay. It is what it is. It might smudge if you decide that you want to add Mod Podge over this. This is just the background of something, and I don't even know what that something is yet. Okay, and now I'm gonna glue this one down, but I don't think you need to watch me do that one, so hope you're having fun. Okay, now that I have it all glued down, what I suggest you do is go through with your fingers and make sure, check, see if there's any lifting parts. If there's any lifting parts, you need to reapply glue. You know, touch it, rub it, make sure that it's all down tight, and if any part lifts up, you need to apply more glue. This is important because you don't want it lifting up later when you're adding something else to it or over it, or that one's moving. And then do the same after it's completely dry. So I decided I know what I'm going to do with this blue ink. I'm going to add blue to the center, and this is alcohol ink, so it's pretty vibrant. I'm just going to add it right here into the middle. It has, like, you know what, I might even just go over this with the blue too, just all around it, over it. Just blend it in. You don't have to use blue, you can use a marker. I just wanted to use the stuff I got today at the I love these pens. I'm getting a couple more for each color that I have. Slowly, of course. Because I got them on clearance for $3, and they're usually like $6, you know, so I don't mind paying $3. And some are lighter, some are darker. I'm just trying to... Okay, since this is a background, I need to lighten it a bit. So I'm going to take my gesso and go over the flowers a bit. Oh, that one wasn't quite dry. I don't want it all the way over, just enough to lighten it up a bit. I'll really just add a little bit of, I'm going to do it over the flowers too, just the whole thing. Oh, you see that? because it was paint. I got a bit over here, and I think I like that, so I'm going to add some pink in different spots because from going over that. And this is just from adding gesso onto this Lumiere paint. And so I'm just adding a light coat of gesso on top of everything. Just like smearing it around. And even over that part there. Okay. Oh, I missed one. And this is a good way of knowing what part of your paper is not glued down. Just glue it. I think there was another piece. Maybe not. Okay, so this just toned it down a bit and made it look like a background. You know, so. I can do a close-up. It takes a little while to zoom. Sorry, it's like an auto zoom. So I gotta go slow. Hi, now I just drew a pattern out of the box that it just came with of a vase that I want to use. And these are the flowers that I made and some flowers that I've had. So what I'm going to do is take that pattern, just look and see what one I like. I like this one, this paper that I got, because it's, I'm going to move this over so you can see. I'm going to take the pattern that I just made, and it's out of just the box the stencil came in. I used that so I don't have to use other supplies, and I'm just gonna trace it onto, and I can just take the picture of this and put it on my page so that you can have something that you can cut out. And so there's my vase. It's not just something simple. And I'm just going to cut it out of this newspaper paper. And like I said, you can use regular newspaper. Just use the Mod Podge to put it on. I'm just cutting this out.